guys, and folks, welcome back to the channel. Hope there's doing good, you feel me? So it is officially October, which means that it's officially second spring in California. It's like 75 degrees today, October 4th or 5th. And so I decided I would get up early and get to work on this hybrid again. And I'm hoping that this is one of the last videos I gotta do on this thing. So I'm not sure, I don't even know if I put out a video for this process, but I know I recorded one. I replaced the catalytic converter on this car, and it's got a secondary catalytic converter that's like the downpipe. And the kit that I got from eBay came with both parts, and there was just an issue with it not lining up. I'm gonna try to take apart this exhaust again and hopefully figure out what was wrong in the first place, successfully install it today, and hopefully that takes care of this smoke problem I'm having, because it's not every time I drive the car. It's just sometimes when I take off, it'll just leave a huge plume of smoke. And I wanted to blame it on the EGR valve, and I know I did a video on that where I cleaned the EGR valve and the EGR ports and the intake manifold here, and those things were completely clogged, and the smell that I was getting from cleaning those ports smelled exactly like the exhaust. So I was kind of thinking, like, what if it's just, you know, loose crud going into the engine and coming out the exhaust, and then, you know, igniting and, you know, causing a huge plume of smoke. I don't know. As always, make sure that you get your jack stands under the correct points when you're working on these cars, and then give it a good old, you know, shoulder check. Make sure that you have a nice stable jacked up car. Oh yeah, I'm also going to be trying to get this top heat shield on the new Cat as well. Cut it off with the cutoff wheel. Alright. Oh, it's already loose?
It broke the bolt.
Oh, the bolt broke.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Alright, so I am currently regretting trying to tackle this again. I should have just left it alone. It looks like the first time I get this thing on there is also the last time. Yeah, this side's stripped. This side's stripped. The other side must have stripped and just broke off as well. It looks like I figured out what happened here. When they were welding this plate to this catalytic converter, they welded the plate on backwards. This little hole right here should be over here, and I think that if it was just flipped around, it would probably be in the right orientation. So that's great. Alright, so just to kind of go over this again, the reason this doesn't work is likely because the catalytic converter on here is it was put together improperly, and so I was thinking, like, if I remember I used one of these on an exhaust that I built. I didn't realize I actually had a spare one, but this right here would solve all my issues with the fitment, because these type of flanges here, they allow you to have the orientation that you need. This is a universal style slit fitting here, and that allows you to just have, you know, the flange go any way you want. So the only thing that you need to do is just make sure you have the proper length pipe. And in my case here, the cheap crap here is about a full inch short in length, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and have to cut and weld this and put it together myself, and then just use the OEM one as a template. Like, these people got this stuff so wrong. I just don't understand how they got it so bad. Like, look at the bends in this right here. It's just, everything is just off. So if I can cut and weld this on here, and I believe that this outer diameter right here is just perfect enough to slide over this pipe right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get to work cutting this off real quick, and then we're gonna practice welding, I guess. And hopefully we can figure something out with the exhaust bolts. So let's just get to it. We'll save this flange for another mistake. Alright, let's see if we were right or wrong. We're right. It's a perfect slip fitting for this. Hopefully. Kind of worried about this right here, but if we got a donut in there, it should be just fine. Alright, let's get this orientated. And I forgot, the original thought was to just use this as a mat. Ballparked it pretty good right out the gate. Maybe a little extra, but we'll see what this looks like under the car. We have enough alignment to actually get the bolts in there. We just need everything like finger tight at first, and then as long as those bolts are going through the holes on the stock exhaust part, we should be good at the top. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a minute, you know this is pretty much how I made the exhaust that's on the B20 Civic here, with a $100 eBay kit. I just kind of laid them on top of each other and sent it, and that's what we're going to be doing here. Maybe I could weld these. Alright, so we got a little trusty out here, and we're going to go ahead and get to welding. Alright, we got our PPE on. Let's see if we can make some dimes. See if we can get the damn near dimes on here. That little run right there, from like right here to like right there. What? And then the rest of it's just hoop soup. All right. Got some VHT. Dry, and hopefully we're all good. Alright, feeling kind of optimistic here, which I generally don't like to do, because I'd rather be pessimistic and right about the outcome rather than optimistic and let down. But I actually found an old D-Series donut, so I don't need to use either of the ones that I had, because neither of them fit on the header here. Yeah, I can't even get it off. But yeah, it fits perfectly, and I already checked it out. It fits perfectly in here, so we should be all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully get this thing put on. I still don't really have an idea what I'm gonna do for the mounting bolts, but I think I'm just gonna get it mocked up a little bit and then just kind of play it by ear after that. All right, so it's kind of hard to make out. It's just kind of propped up with a pry bar down there, but it looks like we're good to go. I don't want to speak too soon, but so far so good. And the underside here is all lined up. We just got it finger tight, so now I just got to figure out the bolt situation. All right, I think I found some bolts that'll work. And we'll just have to do top double nut lock washer, just like we did the first time. All right, we are good to go. Everything is lined up the way it's supposed to be. This feels pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna finish torquing everything down by hand, and then I'm gonna see if I can double up the nuts on the top of that with a lock washer in between like I did before, just because I don't want to ever touch this again. Alright, we got the heat shields back on, so it looks a little more OEM. Alright, now we just got to put everything back together. Alright, we're ready for a test start. Let's get it. Alright, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just like lying to myself for the camera regarding the performance of the car, now that both catalytic converters on this car are virtually brand new. It takes off a lot better. I haven't really had much of the CVT shuddering, and I really believe that the catalytic converters were clogged so bad that it impaired the vehicle's ability to, you know, exhaust the exhaust. So, all right, so we've gone about 15 miles now, and we are at we're at 46 miles per gallon. I did hop on the freeway, set the cruise control to 65 just because I don't want to impede traffic. Everyone drives like 80 plus out here, so if I'm not going, you know, 65 at least, I feel like it might give a chip a reason. See, that's what we're talking about. Oh look, they got somewhere to go. I might want to hop on the scanner one time. That's the sound of the police. But yeah, so I think we're looking pretty good here. I mean, so far so good. I do feel comfortable enough to just kind of end on that note for the video here tonight. I'm pretty stoked that I was able to, you know, weld the secondary catalytic converter, get that flange on there, keep everything finger tight, and get everything connected, and then tighten it up. And so far so good. Pretty stoked. I'm hoping that as long as the smoke stays down and the smell isn't, you know, making me feel sick when I'm driving it, I really am looking forward to trying to get some last minute, you know, end of summer, early fall kayak trips, at least out to the lake. So hopefully, you know, stay tuned for content about that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.